We be like, yeah, Fred. Yeah, Fred.
All right now, they the ones telling me. You know what time it is. He ain't getting corrupt. Put your hands on your hands on you. And hit y'all niggas up. Roll with a nigga now. Put your hands on your hands on you. Time to roll with a nigga.
What's up, my real loved ones? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back with a story time. So how I started living on my own in the first place was when I was 19 years old, going into, being a 20-year-old. And I had no other choice but to live on my own because, more and more family members on both sides was, being fake, you know what I mean? And, using me. And I didn't want to be a part of that, so I'd rather be on my own. And plus, my mom, stage 4 cancer spread it through, her whole entire body. And that's what caused her to die, you feel me? So I had no other choice but to, move on my own, you feel me? But, I never forgot about my mom. I never will forget about my mom. So that's how that started. I had my first apartment at, 19 going on 20. So after I was at that apartment, I went to my other one, which was my second one when I was 20 years old. I moved in there and everything was, okay. Then when I made that last exposing video, that's when shit was going downhill because I'm like, okay, I got this. I could find me, another apartment like that. I was looking for apartments nearby and far out in Las Vegas, Nevada. Wasn't getting no luck at all. They were either, filled all the way up with no vacancies, or they were super expensive, like townhouse, expensive and on up expensive type shit. And, I do have money, but at the same time, I'm not gonna front and lie to no one or to myself like I got, thousands and thousands of dollars and, $1 million and, $1 billion, because I don't, you feel me? I will have $1 billion one day. I'm speaking that into existence. I don't got none of that right now. So around the time of me, searching back to back for an apartment that I could move into right then and there, this person was using me. And I'm not gonna hold back on the person's name. And, I ain't saying, he's my dad anymore, even though he is my biological dad, but he don't deserve that title to be called dad because, he never was a dad to me. You feel me? He's been treating me like shit for years and years, but I have such a great heart. I kept on, being there for him. The only kid that was there for him. You feel me? All the other kids that, he got and, his stepson, none of them want anything to do with him. And I'm pretty sure they're still not fucking with him. You know what I mean? And I was that only kid of his that came there when he needed me. And even when he was doing good on his own, I still came by, showed love, brought him food, gave him money on top of money, got him a new tire for his car because he caught a nail in it. I did so much shit, you feel me? And remind y'all, I don't have a fucking car at all. I'm on my bikes delivering this man money, food, drinks, and spending time with him. I'm taking out my time to, check on him and help him out in life, you feel me? And he has a whole job, and you begging me for money, you know what I mean? And I do it out the kindness of my heart. That's the type of person I've been. And, my other friends out there, they'll say the same thing. Oh yeah, Fred, give me money when, I need it, like in need, you feel me? That's how I am, that's how I've been. I got a heart just like my mom do. I care about my people. So the point that I'm trying to make is he got my sister, that's his, kid, my brother, which is his, son, and, my other brother, which is his son, and my other brother, which is his stepson. All of them don't deal with him. I'm the only one. And my other sister, she passed away in 2001. Out of all 4 of them kids, none of them deal with him. I'm the only one. So as I'm going through all these hard times, I'm hitting him up, texting him, calling him, and meeting him face to face when he's begging me for money. I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, if, I don't find a place, can I crash, at your spot? And he'd be like, avoiding the question, you know what I mean? And just be talking about, oh, how much money you got for me, son? Shit like that. Just avoiding the question. He's, self-centered, only cares about himself and, his car. And with the rest of the money that I had, which was getting littler and littler by the days, I was, going to Motel 6, renting out the rooms for the night, for a double night. I was just doing it back to back. And, after that, I'll wait the day out to go into another, motel room and, accumulate, more money. You feel me? But it was getting expensive and expensive as time went on. And my money started looking, very low. And it got to the point on, April 2nd, yeah, that I asked, Ira again. I'm not calling him dad, you know what I mean? I asked Ira again. I was like, hey man, can I crash at your place? I don't care if I sleep on, the floor in the living room or on the couch or on the sofa or in a chair. You feel me? I'll be happy to sleep up inside of, a warm environment and I don't be outside. And, he's up there, oh, I barely be home. I mainly be at work and I go out. I'm like, okay, I know you do all that. You know what I mean? I'm up here trying to find a place to relax. And plus, I told him I'll pay, rent. You know what I mean? I said, I'll give you rent, bro, for letting me, crash here. And he begged me for money anyway, so why not get extra money on top of that? Just avoided the question. And I just had enough of it. And I said, you know what, man? I don't want to hear nothing else from you. I wished him nothing but the best, and I blocked him. And that was, April of this year, and his birthday was May 11th of this year. Didn't visit him, or called him, or text him a happy birthday, or nothing like that. He don't know if I'm dead or alive, and I want to keep it like that. And other family members, well, fake family members, they don't know if I'm dead or alive neither. And I don't want none of them in my business or in my life, to be honest with you, because they fucked me over badly. You know what I mean? And I'll never forget that shit or forgive. And I had a lot of money saved for me to get, an apartment whenever, people will have a vacancy and I can move right in there, you feel me? And don't have to fucking wait. But all of that money went to Ira because Ira kept on, begging me for money. Oh, I need money for food. I need money for gas. I need money for tire, stuff like that. You feel me? Money for his medicine. Just money, money, money. You know what I mean? He just saw me as, an ATM. You feel me? He didn't see me as, Fred West. He saw me as an ATM, just a cash machine. You feel me? And all of that money went towards him. And that's when it got really bad, to the point where my girlfriend had to step in, and she's the realest girlfriend. I kid you not, she's the realest girlfriend I ever had in my whole entire life. It got so bad to the point where she had to step in and get me in hotel rooms. Yes, you feel me? It was that fucking bad. And I'm like, wow, this woman is not blood at all. And she only known me since I was 14 years old, all the way up to, now as a 25-year-old. But a man that claims to be, my biological dad, Ira, he known me since, June 29th, 1998. And you're gonna, leave me stranded? You know what I mean? When I done nothing but care for you and helped you out when you needed help, gave you my hard-earned money, you feel me? Gave my time to help you out. And what I get back in return is you dancing around the question of me crashing at your place for a little bit until I build more money up to get my apartment when the apartment finally opens up for me. So my girlfriend Charmaine got me in hotels a few times, and I'm this type of person still to this day. I'm independent, you feel me? I don't want no one to feel pity for me. I don't want to ask for handouts. And I told Charmaine this, I said, I'm not gonna, suck you dry of all of your money. You feel me? I appreciate you giving me, these hotel rooms for, the nights, multiple nights, but you gotta have money for yourself as well and not be in the same predicament as me, if not worse. So the next move was me going to a shelter, and I'm not saying the shelter's names at all that I went to just for, privacy reasons, but the first shelter I went to, I did that on my own, and, it was nice there, it really was, but at the same time, it was like, sad there, just very sad. And I went there late March of 2023, and I left on April 1st of 2023. And that's the, same day when my electric bike got vandalized by, my girlfriend's racist dad. And I'll get more into that in another video. So after I left the shelter and met up with my girlfriend, she was like, hey, you're going back to the shelter after, we hang out with each other. And I told her, I said I left because, I appreciate what they did for me while I was there, but it was like, very sad. Just seeing a lot of, older people, they're just, wasting away, and, that are in pain and that are, not in the right mind. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be around that. I can't be around that. She started back with putting me into, hotel rooms, and I was refusing it. I really was. And, she was like, no, you're gonna get in this room. I do not want you out there on the streets. I don't want nothing, to happen to you. I love you and I care about you. So just go in these rooms and, everything's gonna be all right. And I did, after being stubborn and not wanting to do it. Because like I said, like, I don't want, no pity. You know what I mean? I don't want no one to feel bad for me. After a few more times of going to the hotel rooms for, days and nights, that's when it came to the point where she found my second shelter for me that I will be going to. And that was April 9th. And I arrived there the same day. And that shelter, that's more of my, style. But there were some chill people, and if they're watching this video, they know who they are. Shout out to y'all. Y'all some real ones, you know what I mean? I really appreciate them. And I still keep in contact with them people to this day. So while I'm homeless, I still see people that have it worse than me, like literally sleeping on the streets, sleeping on the sidewalk, sleeping at the libraries, making tents. And some don't even have tents. They just sleep on the floor without a sleeping bag as well. And some are lucky to have a sleeping bag and be sleeping out there in the cold, the rain, the, heat, the dark, and the sun. And I was feeding them. And if I didn't have food on me, I'll literally give them, some money that I have left. And I'll give it to them. And way before I even became homeless, I'd be feeding, homeless people that I'd be seeing. And I'd be giving them money. I'd be giving them, sodas, water, juice to drink. You feel me? Like, I'm that type of person. I never was that type of person to be like, oh, no way I'm gonna be homeless. You know what I mean? I never was cocky like that, because you don't know what the fuck can happen to you. And it was all because of Ira. Just using me. And I'm the only kid that cares about you, bro. Like that mother and son connection I had with my late mom, I wanted that with my dad, Ira. Never got it. He was there when I was born. He was there in the delivery room and all that. And he was there when I graduated. But all the other times, he wasn't there. I was in the second shelter from April 9th of 2023 until July 21st, 2023. Because I got the keys to the apartment on July 20th of 2023. But I had my official first day in the apartment on July 21st of 2023. I'm very happy and I'm very blessed that, I got out of that predicament and I didn't stay homeless for a long time. But at the same time, even though I got good going on in my life, I still can't get over the fact, like, motherfuckers really betrayed me. Your own biological so-called dad left you in the dust when you done nothing but help him out. Like, he couldn't even pay me to do him like that. You feel me? Because that same place that he didn't let me crash at is the same place I helped him move into. It was only me and him moving in stuff into that apartment. No one else came to help him but me. I took out my time to do that. The whole day I was helping him move. And this is what I get in return. But what goes around comes around. So for my real loved ones out there, I just wanted to let y'all know the truth. And to my girlfriend, I love you too. And to my real loved ones, I love y'all as well. Peace out until very soon.
All right now, Veda was telling me, you know what time it is.